Hello YouTube, this is me, it's Shiny, this is episode 9. Sadly, I didn't record to episode 7 because somehow my record button didn't do its job. So sad to say I had to skip one game, and then so far we defeated the Giants already, so we're gonna play with the Giants again, and this is with the Giants for game 2. So for this is game 2, and after that game 3, and then after that we're gonna take a little break, a day break, one day of a break, and then we're gonna play against with Oakland later on. So let's do this. We're gonna play with Felix Hernandez and Vince Venezuela from something like that. Yeah. So far we have not done any trade yet, but we're gonna do a trade very soon, and hopefully we can make it. Hopefully. All right. So we're gonna play maybe with Felix Hernandez, and we're gonna play game 2. This is game 2, Dodgers versus Giants so far. And I really want to say thank you everybody who has been watching my video, and hopefully my channel will grow.
The morning fog yet to go away, so we're left with overcast skies here at AT&T Park. Today, it's game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the LA Dodgers and the San Francisco Giants. The Dodgers are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Vince Velasquez is on the mound for game 2.
Oh, Velasquez.
Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
Stepping up now, Wade Boggs. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman.
First pitch on its way. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Nice.
0, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
Peru has it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And with that, a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He had over 100 RBIs last year. That's the goal of every big hitter. If I can drive in 100, that means I had a good year, and I would say he had a pretty good year.
Next to bat for the Giants, Matt
So
Duffy.
far we
First
have
at bat
won
for him in
8
this one.
games.
He
We
was
have
1
never
for
lost a
4
single
with a
game.
double in the ball game last night.
Hopefully we can keep it like that.
Strike.
Keep it like that way.
So
and
let's
we
take a
have
peek
never
at our
been- obviously we
umpiring
would
crew
lose a
in this
game
one.
because,
Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Stanton has it in his sights, and that's the second out of the inning. At the plate, Babe Ruth looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one.
Hey, Ruth.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Nice.
And he falls behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Hernandez readies another 0-2, and he fouls this one off. hit hard on the ground to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. And inning in the books, no score here on the show. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Felix Hernandez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Let's go. Let's go.
The relay. And he's in safely at third as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity. Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Hanley Ramirez. You think he can handle first? I do. He came up as a shortstop. He's also dabbled at third base. Big time power, but soft hands over at the 1 bag.
Digging in, Anthony Rizzo, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Anthony Rizzo becomes out number 2 this inning.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
In now, Lincoln Cheney. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. On could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
And a pass play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. So a strong inning there for Felix Hernandez. His guys lead it 2-0. Stepping into the box, Austin Barnes, and they've got some work to do early on, down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left. We're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
So in now for San Francisco, Jonathan Villar. The head-to-head history with King Felix, just 3 for 14. The windup and the 0-1. Leaves a changeup high for a strike.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees. Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Now a changeup from Hernandez as he gets ahead. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a flare out toward right center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Striding in once again, Felix Hernandez.
Felix Hernandez.
First delivery to him on the way. Popped up. Rizzo has a play. 2 gone. Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Boggs.
0-1 pitch on its way. Behind 0-2 now. Here's Hernandez now on 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Standing in now, Matt Duffy, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Duffy, often known as the Duff Man in baseball circles. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Giants are still searching for their first hit of the ball game. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Into the box, Babe Ruth.
Number 3.
As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the 1st strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, there's Escobar. The throw. What an outstanding play to end the inning. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stoppage short. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Digging in for his second at-bat, Charlie Blackmon. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Blackmon playing here in his age 31 season. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates: the time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Anthony Rizzo.
Here's the first pitch to him. Looks at a changeup on the inside corner for a strike. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon.
Lincoln Cheney.
Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking the zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
Hernandez is ready. Here it is on 0-1. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Count remains at 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. And something about this outing so far is beginning to look awfully familiar, especially in regards to that hit column. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Now a swing and a fly ball, not hit all that well out towards Stanton in right, and he's got it for out number 1. Ready for another chance, Jonathan Villar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. And he'll put this away for the second out. And now it looks like we'll have a pinch hitter here as Melky Cabrera has grabbed a bat and begun to loosen in the on-deck circle. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Ethier's there. And that retires the side. Giants are down 1-2. Michael Feliz is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Ready once again, Felix Hernandez. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. Into the seats, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Now a swing and a fly ball, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The next 0-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Cheney has a beat on it. 1 down. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Wade Boggs. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
And he strikes him out here, so that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Sliders in for a strike.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Swing and a little tapper that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. The 0-2 once more. Is a fastball taken high for a ball.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
So he sets him down swinging. Matt Duffy becomes the second out of the bottom of the 7th.
Left fielder.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more an inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Side hit hard. And that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. So he was able to take it into the 7th, but the no-hit bid is going to end here with 2 out in inning number 7.
Boy, and Matty, this is when you start really thinking about a no-hitter once you get into the 7th, and it's hard not to look past getting to that last out, but D-Row, it just wasn't meant to be here with 2 outs in the 7th.
No, he's pitched a heck of a game, without question. You can't deny that.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Chopped weakly up the first base line. Here's Hernandez now on 0-2. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and will do it again. Here's the 0-2. Another one sent foul. Hernandez readies. Another 0-2. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Ethier on the run. He's there, but he clanks it off his glove. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
Stepping in and ready.
The right fielder, number 10, Lincoln Cheney.
Here's the first pitch to him. And they start him with a changeup, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Rizzo leads off second with nobody out. Behind 0-2 now. Hernandez will get ready to deliver pitch number 75 so far. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Catcher, Austin Barnes.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Villar. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ethier's there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Giants leave 1. They're down 4-0. So here now is the pitcher, Brad Hand, and he might get a chance to hit for himself. Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch sends that one out of play for strike 1. Pulled toward right center field. Carew is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dyson's there. 2 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Duffy. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
2 out, nobody on. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last strike here for the Giants. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Carew is calling for it.
Nice.
Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Thank you
Wow,
everyone for
talk
watching
about
my
total
video.
dominance.
It has been
9
much
innings, only 2 hits
And I'm
allowed.
signing out.
That's about as good as it
Bye,
gets. This
everybody.
guy was as
In
good
this
in the
episode.
9th inning as he was in the first. So close
Nice.
to baseball history.
4-0 the score this afternoon. Los Angeles took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Felix Hernandez takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year, and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon.
Nice.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the National League West, the Los Angeles Dodgers held their opponent to just 2 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 4-0. They continue to win as they now have 9 straight. Cody Bellinger drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs as the Padres took care of Houston 13-3. The Cardinals combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 5-3. The Colorado Rockies launched 3 home runs as they took down the visiting Braves 8-4. The Washington Nationals got 11 hits overall as they got the best of the visiting Mets 8-7. Jason Hamill got the win throwing 8 shutout innings, helping the Marlins take care of the Phillies 6-0. The Chicago Cubs totaled 11 hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 3-1. The Cincinnati Reds got 12 hits in this one as they got the win after some free baseball against the Pirates 8-5. The New York Yankees took down the visiting Orioles 5-2. James McCann picked up 3 base knocks in the ballgame, helping lead the Red Sox to a win over the Rays 4-3. The Detroit Tigers beat the White Sox on the south side 3-2. The Indians totaled 13 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 8-3. The Mariners pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they pulverized the Twins 8-1. The Angels grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 1-0. The Blue Jays allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 5-2. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.